y'all. How is it going? Hello, hello, hello. I had to come on and do a studio shift wrap up because we had 3 full days of amazing speakers, amazing attendees who filled my heart with so much joy over the weekend because they showed up and they played full out and they were ready to reclaim 2021 and say, you know what, I'm making a decision that I am going to move forward and take action. So if you're joining me, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here. I always want to know who comes on live with me. I'm going to make sure that it is all working for us. Sometimes when I use this, there's a little bit of a delay. So say, hey, Erin, what's up? I want to know that we're here and that it's broadcasting everywhere that it is supposed to be. So say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here. Okay. I think it's all working, y'all. I think it's all working. Say hello. If you're new here, if you're watching inside Teach Preschool Dance, I'm Erin Bird, and I was the creator of Studio Shift 2021, as well as the Mobile Dance Mastermind, the 100K Preschool Dance Blueprint Workshop. I'm the author of the Passion and Profit Project. And I work with studio owners who are just ready to move, to take action, and to create their own unique vision of success. And so if you're joining me, I would love for you to say hello. I'm going to come in here and see if I can get these comments rolling for us. Okay. Hey, okay, look, see, now they're coming in. Yay. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Simone. Oh my gosh, we have, okay, good. They're finally working. Sometimes they take a moment, y'all. Okay, so if you're joining me and you're on Studio Shift, I definitely want to hear your ahas, your takeaways. I want you to share with everyone. What I can tell you is this, that there was so many moments that I could see on my side of the screen, right? As I watch the attendees and I'm listening to the speakers and I'm leaning in and I'm learning from them as well. I'm seeing these light bulb moments. I'm seeing like, oh my gosh, right? Or I see the wheels turning. And what I know is this, that anyone who decided to attend Studio Shift, that my hope is that they left feeling full. And when I say feeling full, I'm talking about feeling inspired, right? Feeling like they had real, tangible strategies that they could actually walk away with and implement right away. And from what I'm hearing from the attendees, this is exactly what was accomplished this weekend. Not only was there fantastic speakers who made us think of things in a different way, who reminded us of exactly who we were and what made us special, right? What made us different. We had moments of, aha, this is exactly what I need to do to make my studio grow. There was so many of these moments throughout the 3 days that my heart is just absolutely full. It's absolutely full. And I wanted to come on, and if you guys don't mind, I wanted to share with you a few of the takeaways. So like I said, if you were at Studio Shift and you want to share one of your golden nuggets, I would absolutely adore that. I want to make sure that we're honoring not just what I think that I saw or heard, but I want to hear your real-time stories of Studio Shift this weekend. So if you attended and you're there, let us know. Drop your little golden nuggets or your big aha and your takeaways. I'm getting in here because I want to make sure I'm doing justice here to some of the many comments that we got about this weekend and takeaways. And so I wanted to make sure that I got this right. One of the attendees had sent me a little note and said that this weekend was so much more than she imagined, in that she came with one expectation of what she was going to walk away with, what she was desiring to walk away with. But what she ended up leaving with was so much more. And that it really had her start to think about her vision for her business. And really, what does that look like? Right? Yes, love it. Experience is so important, from branding to inclusivity. I'm gonna say that. And how you greet people. Yes, 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 yes. That was a fantastic takeaway. Thank you. So there were so many moments, and it made her think about her vision. I had another person who came to me and sent me a little, I'm getting in here, y'all, sorry, bear with me. But she had sent me a little note in Facebook Messenger on day two. And what she had said was, and I want to just get this because I want to make sure that I'm doing her justice, and what she said was her big takeaway. But that in the time, so this was day two, in the time that she had been sitting on, and that there were some areas in her business that she had just been frozen, and they might have been tiny things that were holding her back due to fear. And so she went ahead and she jumped into action, and she did the things that were uncomfortable, that she was holding back in fear. She actually was like, I'm going to go ahead and just do this right now. I'm just going to do it scared anyway. Right? She dove into action, which makes my heart so happy, because here's the deal, y'all. What I know is this, that our decisions that we make, right, they influence the actions that we take, and that then shows us the results that we'll get. And so after just day two, she had realized that she had been sitting in fear. And so she made a decision that she was no longer going to let fear fuel her business, right? She made a decision. She's like, I'm going to just get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And then that decision fueled her action. And she went and she's like, I went ahead and I updated the things I needed to update, right? And now she already messaged me, and she's already seeing results from those small little tweaks, y'all. There are so many of these little moments. There was big courage that happened. There was taking a moment to reflect and getting vulnerable and sharing and meeting new people and finding this sense of community that for some of the attendees they had never known before. It might be something that was different from what they were used to in their community. We had people from all over the globe who decided to join us. I mean, y'all, we had some troopers who, their time zones were very different than ours here in California, but they stuck it out, and they were up all night long watching and making sure that they decided to be all in, because they knew how important it was for them, for their business, for finishing out 2021. And it was those kind of moments that fuel what I do, and making sure that I'm here to serve you guys, because the truth of the matter is that we're better together. We're absolutely better together. And what happened inside this little safe container that we created in Studio Shift was that they were able to borrow courage from each other. When asked to do something that was scary, right, that we might have second thoughts about, they were able to borrow the courage from someone else, from another attendee, from another studio owner who was joining us, who was cheering them along, saying, you can do this. That's what happened inside this community. And it fires me up. And it does, it gets me ready to go. And it gets me knowing that if we can just support each other, if we can just cheer each other on, that we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay, right? I know things might still feel uncertain. I know things are not exactly where we want them to be. But if we can band together, right, and just lift each other up, support each other, and walk with each other on this journey, that we're going to be okay, that we can get by, that this too shall pass. And when I'm weak, you'll be strong for me, and vice versa. And that happened this weekend inside Studio Shift. And that does, it fills my cup, y'all. It fills my cup, it fills my heart. It makes my heart smile. It makes my heart happy. And that lets me know that the time and the effort and that we put in to what we love, the passion that we have, it's all worth it, right? It's all worth it. And so I wanted to come on today and share some of these things. So thank you for sharing your ahas. Thank you for sharing that, because I think it's so important for us to really share with each other our takeaways and maybe those little gold nuggets, because even if they weren't able to attend, maybe that moment of wisdom and knowledge will help someone else, right? I had someone also this weekend private message me and say that they were really undervaluing their worth, right? And that from now on, that they're never going to do that again. And that there were boundaries that they were going to implement to make sure that they were honoring their self-worth. And so many times coming back and saying, oh, Erin, I've been, you know, I've been doing things because it's the only way I've ever known. But now I know better. Now I know they could be done in a different way. Getting in here. I see. Hey, Jen. Oh, good. Oh, yes, yes, yes. She's playing catch up from Sunday. And there was some good ones on Sunday, y'all. I felt like Sunday, we were on fire. No, we were on fire every day. But let me tell you what, Sunday was so much energy and so much fun. So I'm so glad that you're able to do that catching up, which reminds me, I've had some people reaching out and saying, oh my gosh, how did I totally miss this? Right? Is there any way that we can get the replays? And so, because I know how much transformation happened, I know how many little gold nuggets there were, right? Because I know that, I am going to make these, I do want to make these available for y'all. So if you miss Studio Shift somehow, if you are like, how did I just find out about this, right? I am going to offer the recordings. You can binge watch like Netflix. Y'all, sit back. But here's the thing, they're on demand. So you have access to them. You have access to all the worksheets. You have access to the slides. You have access to everything that we did this weekend. And so if you're interested in accessing all the recordings, just go to studioshift2021.com. You'll get the info. You'll click on the button and you can too access the recordings. Now, it's not free, right? Because I believe in honoring these speakers' time and their work. So y'all know me, but you can still access them and you can watch them on your schedule. Okay. But yeah, Jen, she's been catching up on Sunday. She wasn't able to attend live on Sunday, and that's okay. But she's still going to get all the goodness, all the content, all the golden little nuggets, all the aha moments. And here's the beautiful thing. Because I believe in community and because I believe in support so much, you know, if you go through a session and you have a question, reach out. That's what we're here. Thank you. Do it, friends. It's so good. Yes, yes, yes. Do it, y'all. It is. We had so many good golden little nuggets. And I love being able to learn. I think it's so important that we're always continuing to learn and to grow. It's our way of not staying stagnant and stale. It helps us beat the burnout. And so there are so many good little golden nuggets. And thank you, Jen. I think that, you know, we're here to inspire and to give real world strategies. And What's really going to help move you forward today? This isn't the theoretical in 5 years, right? I want the things that you could take action on right now that you can do to make a difference. So if you are in that camp and you're like, ooh, I missed studio shift, the schedule didn't work, can I still get the recordings? Absolutely. Because like Jen said, it was so good. And there was so many moments that I like to sat in and watch these other speakers and I was taking notes feverishly, right? Because we could always be learning from each other. And I made it my point to bring in people that I know would bring so much value to the table, right? Bring those thought-provoking moments and you're like, oh, I've been looking at this from a different perspective, but now that you've talked to me or you've spoke about it, it's making me think in a different way, right? So I wanted to make those available for y'all. Know that they're not going to be available forever. We're going to leave them up there for right now, probably through the week. That's probably what we'll do, is say, hey, if you want the replays, you have a week to jump on that and to grab your access to that. Now, once you do, you'll have access, lifetime access, to those. But I'm only going to leave them up for a week for sale, because I do believe in taking action, making a decision, and moving forward. And so I know that we'll leave these up for about a week, for that option for everyone who did miss it. And so if you know someone who could benefit from this, I had this weekend, one of our attendees, she's like, oh my goodness, I have to share this with my friends because they don't know what they're missing, right? And so that's kind of what started spurring this. So if you know someone, if you have another friend who's a studio owner, if you have someone who you're like, oh my gosh, y'all need this just for this one session, share this video, share with your friends, because our goal is to continue lifting our industry up by sharing the information, by sharing knowledge. We're better together, you guys. We believe in camaraderie versus competition. Yes, there's many studios out there, but no two are the same. And we all are unique and we all can do better together. And so I want to just come on and share those little, some of those little gold nuggets, some of those things that, that were really big takeaways that I want to share. And I have to share with you guys, you might have seen in Teach Preschool Dance, I posted a little video of one of the exercises that we did inside Studio Shift. And it was really about breaking through fear and our limiting beliefs and boundaries that we have set up for ourselves. And y'all, it's something that I have never done before, but we did board breaking together. And I was so scared, y'all, because we all have those thoughts of like, oh my gosh, what if this doesn't work out? What if I fail? And me doing this in publicly in front of everybody, that's scary, y'all. It was so scary, but I did it anyway, right? And so you guys saw that, and you saw the first time it didn't work, it didn't break, but did it again, and it broke, right? Because that's what we do. We fall down, we get back up again, and we try again. We adapt, we overcome, we adapt, we overcome, we adapt, we overcome, but we don't stop. We make a decision and we do something, but we have to break through that fear. And so I shared that with you guys. And so this weekend was transformational for me too. There were things that were, barriers, limiting beliefs, and fears that I had that I broke through in front of you guys publicly. Right? And I made some declarations to you guys and told you guys some big, huge goals that I had that maybe I never shared with anyone. And I also shared stories that I had never shared, with you guys before about my why and where I'm at. And it was beautiful to hear from the attendees about their big whys, about why they're here, about why they're so passionate about what they do. And so I would love to hear those from you as well. So if you missed out this weekend, that's okay. Do not fret. We're going to give you access to Studio Shift. You just got to go to studioshift2021.com. I think there's a button that says get the recordings or get access or something like that. Go ahead and give it, put in all your information. Once you do that, you will get immediate access to our dashboard, which gives you immediate access to all the awesome sauce that was Studio Shift. So if you have questions about Studio Shift, if you have questions about the recordings or about what's in store for you, reach out to me, shoot me a message, throw a comment here. And if you know someone who needs Studio Shift in their life, share with them. Share this video, y'all, because we're better together. I'm going to leave you there. Have a fantastic day, friends, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye, guys.